Hey YouTube! Thanks for checking out our videos. Today we're going to explain some of the basic hardware in a computer so you have a better understanding of how things work. Before we get started, if you like our videos, please support us by doing what people do on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. Be sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications when we upload a new video. So this video will give you some information about your computer's hardware that will help you understand a little more about how things work in your computer. Let's start off with the motherboard. The motherboard, or logic board, is the central communication center and heart of every computer system. It links all the components and peripherals together. All of the other parts are connected to the motherboard. Some of the most important parts of the computer are contained here, such as the CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Also known as the processor, this is the brain of your computer. Just like the brain sends and receives messages to every part of the body, everything your computer does runs through the CPU. The CPU takes commands from programs and sends the results to the display. The motherboard also hosts the computer's RAM, or random access memory. When you open a program or file, data is stored in the RAM for instant access at a later time. This helps speed things up. The more RAM your computer has, the more files and programs can be stored for quicker access. If you're doing general everyday computing, you won't need large amounts of RAM. But if you're working with big databases, video editing, or games, more RAM will help things run smoother. RAM is volatile, so when the computer is turned off, the RAM is cleared. When you restart the computer, programs and files are added back to the RAM as they're opened. Next up, we have the hard drive. The storage drive, or hard drive, of your computer is where all your pictures, documents, music, videos, programs, and the operating system itself are stored. This is non-volatile storage, unlike RAM, and all the data of the storage drive will be there indefinitely, as long as the drive works or isn't wiped out. There are essentially two different types of drives, HDD and SSD. HDD, or hard disk drive, is a mechanical storage device for your computer. They store all of your data on a magnetic platter instead of in memory chips. You can get a much larger hard disk drive at a lower price since they're cheaper to make, but the speed of them is slower. They also have a lot more moving parts than solid-state drives. This will affect the performance of your computer overall. SSDs, or solid-state drives, are made of non-volatile memory chips. Because there are no moving parts, an SSD is much faster than a hard disk drive. Solid-state drives are more stable as well, since there are no moving parts to break. This isn't to say they won't fail though, they just tend to be much more stable. Solid-state drives are more expensive too, but when it comes to performance and saving your important files, it can definitely be worth the investment. Next up is the power supply. The computer system and its components cannot use the power directly from a wall outlet because the amount of power required to run computer systems varies. Complex systems need more than simple AC voltage, so the power supply's role is to take that power and convert it to the voltage that each part of your computer needs, using different cables and connector types. Now that we've seen the key inside parts, let's move on to the essential peripherals. The keyboard is an essential input component of a computer system. It's the only device that allows users to input commands in the BIOS, write text and codes, and other input functions. Laptops come with a built-in keyboard. The trackpad or mouse allows a user to navigate around the screen and click on items that require input. A mouse is an external component, primarily designed for desktop computers. Laptops have built-in trackpads that perform this role. The display screen facilitates the interaction between the device and the user. It can come in the form of an external monitor for desktop computers or built into the computer for laptops or all-in-one systems. A touchscreen display is sensitive to pressure, allowing the user to touch words or pictures on it using their fingers or a special type of pen. What you see on the screen is known as the GUI, or the graphical user interface. There are many other things that make your computer work, like the operating system and other software. We'll make another video about that soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. If there's a particular thing you'd like to learn about your computer, leave a comment below for a video suggestion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you can catch all our upcoming videos. This is a Better Tech LLC. See you next time!